The Out of Bounds poetry project emerges out of an anthology, also called Out of Bounds, that Jackie Kay, James Proctor and I edited in 2012. And the idea behind the anthology was to think about poetry of place and to think about the kind of map that can be drawn by place poems written by Black and Asian writers. And as an anthology, it takes us from the north of Scotland, Shetland, down to the Isle of Wight. And when we imagined it, we saw it maybe as a kind of journey that readers might go on. We might see it also as a way of thinking about the kinds of ways that the anthology breaks Britain into Scotland, England and Wales, and the kind of regional and city type ways that we might understand the place poetry of Britain. The Out of Bounds poetry project in many ways kind of revisits the anthology, because we never saw the anthology as an end point. We always saw it as a kind of point of departure in lots of ways. And so taking the poems on tour was kind of one way of thinking about how we might kind of re-explore that poetry. And the events are taking in different places in Britain, asking people to think about kind of poems actually in place and to think about the sorts of ways that we can engage with poetry as we explore new places or perhaps revisit ones that you're familiar with, but through poetry you start to see them in different ways.